Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're having a beautiful day. This is Stu Fuchs and I'm here with another ukulele lesson. This is going to be part 2 of Travis picking styles for ukulele. Now, if you haven't seen it already, check out part 1. In part 1, I outline a really amazing pattern. It's very accessible, but a very deep pattern. And I mean deep that you can use it with so many different tunes, so many different styles. It's a great study for the hand and also was a good preliminary pattern for playing the more advanced Travis picking patterns. That pattern was outside, inside, thumb, middle, thumb, index. This trains the thumb to be very steady and on the beat, and that's what you're going to need to do in order to pull off Travis styles. So let's get into it. There's a PDF on my website. There's a description for, there's a link for that in the video description below. There are 4 patterns on them. I'm going to break them down super slow-mo. I'll show them to you on an A chord. Of course, they work with other chords, and I'll show you that too. So here's pattern number 1. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. Let me break that down even slower because this stuff is really tricky. Once you memorize the pattern though, won't be so tricky, and you'll start to feel in control that the thumb is always alternating, and then this stuff goes on top. Let me break it down for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got it? Let's try it again together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try tapping your foot every time your thumb plays. Tap, tap, tap. Thumb, pinch, thumb, index, thumb. Once you get it going, pick it up. Can you hear that? You got a foreground and a background. The thumb's in the background, always rock solid. And then in the foreground you go, Now if you gently muffle, remember don't force it. Oops, I played the other pattern. That's pattern number 1. Alright, pattern number 2. Stay with me, folks. We can do this. Check it out. You're going to do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. This one's a little tricky, but it's got a beautiful cascading effect. You hear those melody notes going ba ba ba. It's a nice little, I imagine a little waterfall. Alright, so a really, really cool effect. Here's the breakdown. Pinch, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb. Remember, middle's always on the top string. Index is always on the E string, the second string. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Tap with the thumb. You gotta train that thumb to be rock solid steady. Even if you gotta go slower than this. It's helpful. But once you start going steady with the pattern, see what happens when you speed it up. You're going to notice a very, very cool effect. Your listening is going to be able to balance between the background on the low strings and the foreground on the top strings. It's a really, really cool sensation when you hear it. So here, the melody is da, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so it's a lot of upbeats. All right, now pattern 3 is my favorite. It goes like this. Awesome stuff. A little tricky, but you will love this once you get it. So what you're going to do, you're going to be starting with an A chord. Put your middle finger, your ring finger there on the 2nd fret, and your pinky is on the 3rd fret. Leave them all down too, but don't squeeze too much. You're going to pinch the outer strings. Then you're going to pinch the upper string, and the thumb moves to this string. And then go back to the thumb here. Follow this with index thumb. Break it down again. Isn't that cool? Alright, so every beat there's a new note. And that one's on an upbeat. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whether you muffle or not, it sounds awesome. You can apply this same principle here to D. Apply to E. Okay. Pattern number 4 is a combination of patterns number 3 and number 2. So you get this single note groove going on, and then you follow it with the cascade. Here I go again. Try it again with me. You could try it on a D chord. Remember, it all starts with that outside-inside pattern. The thumb learns to alternate. And with these patterns, if you take them slowly, you will develop the ability to keep that thumb steady. It really helps to tap the foot and to go very slowly. That becomes the background. That just becomes your rock. And everything else dances on top of it. Please practice these slowly and know that, yeah, sometimes practice doesn't feel like we're making progress. When we come up against something that challenges us, and we may want to just walk away from it. But please, imagine that your practice is like a bucket and it's collecting rain, one drop at a time. Even if it's a huge bucket, eventually it will be filled. Even one drop at a time, you will fill your bucket. So continue to show up with a relaxed attitude to your practice, and you will be amazed at how consistent, relaxed practice really improves your playing. I hope you have a good time with these patterns. They're a blast. And one last thing for all you fancy pickers out there, there's a way, of course, to add hammer-ons and pull-offs to these. Here's a good one to use. This is pattern 2, the cascade. And I'm going to add a pick and pull and hammer right there. Okay? So what I do is, see what I did? The last note of the pattern, instead of just ending with the thumb picking the first fret of the C string, I hammered from the open C to the C sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now, you can do this, of course, with pattern 4, the combination of patterns 3 and 2. Pick this up and it's really hot. One more. right back into strumming. I mean, if you're playing a really hot rockin' number and you're strumming and singing, this is a really cool way to begin to solo. We don't have to take solos with single notes. You can just do this chordal accompaniment with Travis picking. All right, everybody, that's my time for now. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. You can click subscribe somewhere in this video or in the description below. And I appreciate you being a subscriber. Welcome to the Ukulele Zen community. And I look forward to sharing more videos and more music with you down the road. Have a blast. Please leave a comment and let me know how you're doing with these patterns. Would love to know. All right, thanks so much. All the best. Mwah!